Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. I've got an exciting blend for you guys today, so I'm going to go ahead and pour out my first cup. And let me tell you, it has been really difficult for me to not start this before the stream because it has been smelling incredible. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some of this out, and already look at that color. That is a very beautiful, clear, yellowish kind of color. Hey Ma, welcome. Tonight's blend is the first time I'm doing one from Tea Source. That's I've mentioned it before, Bill Waddington's tea shop out in Minnesota. And the one that I'm doing today, it's strawberry oolong. And boy, let me tell you, this thing has been like, I have been smelling this thing, and it has been just incredible. Jaren, welcome. Oh my God. Like, this has been making the entire apartment smell like bubble yum. It's so good. And it smells like candy. It's like very juicy, it's very juicy, it's candy. It's straight up candy. But since like we're starting to move into the hotter months, the sweeter teas are coming into fashion, and I am like excited to try this. So first off, we could tell you, look at that color. It is beautiful. It's pale yellow, crystal clear. Like I can see right through it. It looks and smells amazing. I'm gonna take a first sip because frankly I can't wait anymore. Oh God, yes, that's so good. Oh man, yeah. This is straight up candy. It's very sweet. It's very because this is an oolong. It's not very vegetal. It's not very salty. Not very savory. The taste itself, though, is very light. Um, I believe this is a kind of milk oolong that was run by the base. If not a milk, probably a jade. It's a little bit difficult to tell by taste because all three are very similar, and you also have to consider the harvest, where it came from. This came from the Fujian province in China. But it was very well cultivated. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like before it's steeped, which is very interesting. Because normally, hey Teresa, welcome. Normally, the oolongs from China are not like the rolling kind, but this one was processed just like that. You take a look at that. Everything was all balled up, and it was balled. It was rolled. It was very well processed. Like you can see how compact it is. Let me just pull out one of them. So this little leaf has been rolled probably by hand. I can't tell for sure. The only way that I know, my only clue is the fact that it's not completely rolled. Like it's not perfectly straight, it's not perfectly round. So I'm guessing this was done by hand. But after it's been steeped, look at the difference. There's a huge difference. It opened up pretty much completely. I can probably get another one or two steeps out of this, but this, like, it opened up very well. Just check that out. So it hasn't completely opened up, but it's over halfway done. I'll show you guys real quick what's left, and there really isn't much left. Natalie, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. So it was basically just folded in half. All that's left was this one thing, and you could have, I could have just steeped it slightly longer, and or at a higher temperature, and it would have caused the leaf to open up more. In this case, because I knew that it was rolled and that it was balled up so well, I did it at about, what was it, 208 degrees, give or take. Um, and I did it for 5 minutes. Had I done the full 212 degrees, it would have probably opened up completely. Or, well, yeah, for a 5 minute steep, that probably would have. Pops, welcome. I see you just popped right in. Oh, yeah, this is really good. Now they say that this is ideal to ice it, which I can see why. It's very very flavorful, very very fragrant and sweet, naturally sweet. I didn't put any sugar in it. I didn't put any sweeteners. Nothing. This is just as it is, and the only two things that they have listed as in the ingredients on here is oolong tea and natural strawberry flavor. That's it. So I'm getting this whole very sweet candy kind of taste to it, and that's exactly what you want when you make an iced tea. You don't want anything too astringent because it'll come out even more when you drink it. Oh yeah, I absolutely do remember you. Like, I don't see why you think I'd forget. But yeah, so this is a treat to me, um, and it's. I was saying earlier that the entire apartment smells like bubblegum. The fragrance that they use on here is just like, it's so nice. Mm. Oh, that is so good. It's like it's really hard for me to it's hard for me to like really portray the flavor that I'm getting because it's such a strong Snea, welcome. It's such a strong candy flavor. It's such a like it's very very pronounced. It's definitely the kind of tea that you'll want to drink in the middle of the day and just savor it and enjoy it. Um, and because it's an oolong, it's going to be it's going to be midway caffeinated. It's a good amount, but it's not like gonna hop you up for hours on end. But I'm telling you, wow, this is a really good flavor. Mm. And because this is like a milk oolong or something along those lines, you're not going to get a very strong flavor either way. Oolongs are known to be um, to ride the line between vegetal and earthy. Um, some do pass over more on the earthy side because you get the full on. Oh, my pleasure. Don't don't thank me for remembering. Like that's. Uh, but you get like the fullness of the sweetness rather than the vegetal, the semi vegetal, semi earthy. Andre, welcome. The semi I lost my train of thought. The semi vegetal, semi earthiness uh, of the oolong, you get the sweetness of the strawberry over everything. There's still like you do taste the tea, but it's not as prevalent because the flavoring is so strong. So I'm assuming maybe I don't know what the infusion process was. I'm assuming that they probably steamed it into the tea, um, but like without. I mean, there are other ways of infusing it. They could sometimes just spray it like a liquid spray and just like take it and go. But in that kind of situation, you'll probably only get one steep with the flavor, and then the rest will just be the tea. I'm assuming they steamed it in, but I'm not certain at all. What I am curious about is how many steeps you'll actually get the strawberry flavor in. Because in a lot of flavored teas and oolongs, you only get one shot, and then it's done. Um, a lot of the milky oolongs, I say milky oolong rather than milk oolong, is because when it's flavored with like it tastes like butter, um, but it's overly buttery. You know, it's like when you smell it and all you get is butter, you know that has been flavored. And it's kind of an artificial process. But this, with that, with that set, you get a one shot and you're done. All the flavor washes off in the first steep, and then the rest it relies on the quality of the leaf to actually get a good taste out of it. But if you have to flavor a milk oolong, it's usually not worth it. But that's just, on a case by case basis. In this case, however, I'm assuming that the leaf is very high quality and flavored. Tea Source has been known for putting out high quality product, and so I mean, it's probably a good leaf, but it's just flavored on top of being good. Does the tea have any strawberry pieces? No, unfortunately not. It's all just the oolong tea and the strawberry flavoring. That's why I'm kind of figuring that it was flavored or infused through steam. But I mean, that's just my best guess. Then how does it get the flavoring? That's just the way, just the way that I mentioned. I mean, everybody like they use the natural flavors, and they infuse it into the leaf. I mean, if they did put strawberry pieces in it, it would probably be more passable as an official strawberry and oolong flavor. But this one, hey princess, welcome. The flavoring itself is very, how do I put this? It's an external process that's put into it during the processing. Like, it's not necessary, but I mean, that's how you get the flavor out of it. Well, sorry, that's how you put the flavor into it. That kind of threw me off for a minute, just the phrasing. But yeah, so that's part of the infusion process. Oh, I'm glad you love tea because that's why you're here. I mean, that's that's the basis. But I'm glad you love tea because I love sharing tea and I love talking about it. As you can see, I've been doing this for like 3 years now. Oh, but this is so good. It reminds me of like the strawberry cereals. Like if you guys remember Frankenberry, I don't know. Some people might still eat it like well into their old age, but it's got that kind of scent to it. And I'm really thrilled right now to do the Thomas taste because as good as it is going in, yeah, you like Kellogg's K strawberry? The special K, yeah. Oh, that stuff is really good too. And that one, like you get like the full strawberry in it, so you're just chomping it in with the milk. Oh, so good. But let me do the Thomas taste real quick because it's necessary as far as I'm concerned. Ooh, that's so good. Right now, my mouth is just filled with strawberry. and it's very pronounced. I'm breathing in and breathing out strawberry, and it's like, this is like when I was a kid, screw the chocolate milk. I wanted strawberry milk all the time, and that was my thing. And this is what I'm getting. Like, I'm getting notes of that. Whoops, I knocked my teapot over. Well, not over, but smacked it a little bit. But that's okay. Um, this is very refreshing and very sweet. It doesn't have the full tang of the of biting into a strawberry, but it's got the essence, so no complaints there. Uh, I'm really glad that after we talked about tea, you're making it a part of your life, and I mean, this is what this is for. It's like to inspire people to try it and make it a part of their habit, because tea is like one of the healthiest things that you can drink. And honestly, like, drinking it often has tons of health benefits. I mean, it's low to no calorie usually, depending on where you get it from. You have to keep it natural though. It's low calorie. It fills you up, and then it has all the different health benefits. It helps you. It raises your immunity. I'm a little bit clumsy today. It raises your immunity. It boosts your metabolism. It helps you. It helps you suppress your appetite. I mean, there's so many different things that it could go. It can go with, and I mean, that's what I'm hoping that people do by watching. You remember having to buy both strawberry and chocolate quick? Yup. No shame here. I was the strawberry guy, and I remember the powder when I would put it in the milk, it used to sink. Now the powder floats for some reason. I don't know. But it's been a long time since I've had that stuff, and like now I'm kind of missing it. I want to get some strawberry milk, just for old time's sake. But it's probably not going to be good for me because I am lactose intolerant. So it's not going to be a happy ending for anybody involved. I don't care. I've done worse in my life. Trust me. Oh, I missed it a little bit. Hold on. Mm. Oh man, this is so good. And another thing that I love about this is that it's a very slow burn. It stays on your tongue, and it just sits there. And when you breathe, you taste it over and over and over again. My mouth is like so full of sweet vapor that it's I'm living the dream. Like, I can't wait to ice this and drink it like all week. This is definitely gonna be my next one. Oh my god, I'm like I'm really thoroughly enjoying this blend. Mm. Oh, it's my pleasure. I love inspiring you guys, and like, I want you guys to take more of an active part in the community, and like, ask questions or post things that you find interesting or that you find funny. And, like, be as active as you like, because this group is for you guys. It's a lot of fun. And actually, speaking of fun, that makes for a great segue. I want to talk a little bit about the contest that's coming up. There is one more week, excuse me, before the week. Okay, so we started the contest. There is one more week to go before we announce the winner. I will be announcing it next week on the stream. Whoever wins will get. We'll talk about it. So I'll make that announcement. So we already have one entry, but I need a lot more. Because we need a competition here. I want to see you guys make a mess. And this is going to be hilarious. So go ahead and be as creative as possible. The one entry that we got, I haven't watched it yet, but I noticed it's about 3 minutes long. So I'm kind of curious as to why a 2 second a 2 second challenge would take 3 minutes. But we'll see. I'm really curious about it. Mm. But yeah, go ahead and send your entries, um, and we'll watch it. We'll announce the winner next Friday on the stream. And you guys, whoever wins is gonna get a $25 gift certificate to Tilula. So I'll run over the contest rules once again. Now, keep in mind that everything in detail is posted on the group page. So before you enter it, do everything on there. So one, you have to use cold to cool water. Do not burn your face. I don't want anybody going and then you coming up looking like Two-Face. No, that's something that we want to avoid. Just use cool water and any tea. Name that tea uh, in your submission. Also, you have to be a member of the community to win. Unfortunately, we're not able to accommodate people who are overseas. So sorry. Maybe we'll figure out something out next time. But you can still, if you want to submit, just say I'm overseas, but this looked fun. Here's my submission. You're more than welcome to try it. Also, you must like and follow the Tilula page. They are helping me out with this, and they're also supplying the prize. Well, they're not supplying it. I'm buying it from them, but they're sponsoring it. Essentially, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm buying it from them and giving it to you guys. There. Uh, so that's the arrangement. They are also helping me advertise it, so we're gonna get some of their people joined in, and it's gonna be awesome. So yeah, you guys can watch the submissions as they come in. Just stay tuned to the channel, and you can look up what was it? Oh yeah, that's another thing. You have to use the hashtag Teapot Challenge, and we'll be able to look it up that way. But yeah, you guys can look it up that way as well and watch all the submissions, and you can laugh with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. Mm. I'm also opening up the floor to questions and comments. Anything you want to talk about, now's the time. Feel free to interrupt me. I do have another announcement. We're going to have another tea party tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central. Everybody's invited. So you guys want to join in, feel free. It usually goes on for a couple of hours. Now, Zoom, they only give me about 40 minutes to an hour to do it, but everybody just jumps back in using the same link. So that's what we're going to do. We'll enjoy as much time as we can together, and we'll have a lot of fun. We usually just talk there and shoot the breeze. We make a lot of jokes. Last week we had a couple new members, come on in, so that was a lot of fun. And I open up the invitation to you guys. Feel free to come on in and just shoot the breeze with us, and we'll have a lot of fun. Questions. Teresa's question that she always asks: what would I pair this with? Since this is strawberry, I would pair this with anything that goes with strawberry. I mean, this is incredible just on its own, but since it's summer, let's say ice cream. Like strawberry goes well in ice cream and with ice cream. So, like you can use vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, cookie dough. I don't know if I would do it with mint, but to each their own. This is very much a dessert tea, so I would continue pairing it up with other desserts. Um, Angel food cake, definitely. Anything like strawberry shortcake, anything that would go along with that. Uh, what else? Like every time I breathe in strawberry, and it's making my mouth water for something sweet to go along with it. And that's what it's really difficult for me to concentrate because it just smells so nice. Mm. Oh man, that's so good. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Actually, yeah. Even if you use the grape jelly versus the strawberry jelly, peanut butter and jelly sandwich goes with it too. Something that's sweet and like the bread will soak into the flavor, and it's just really good. I wonder if oolong leaves are edible. If they have already been used, possibly placing them in an oven roast for a bit of seasoning. Yes, you can you can digest tea leaves. That's what you do when you drink matcha. You digest you drink the leaf. I do use tea in some of my cooking. Like I've mentioned it before, I use lapsang souchong as a seasoning on my steak. So yeah, you can definitely use this in a roast. Um, you can steep it in water before you put rice in it, and you get strawberry flavored rice. Or pasta, same thing. You can grind it up and use it as a seasoning, or you can probably bake with it, but you'd have to grind it into a very fine powder, like matcha sense, because well, no, it won't be very bitter, only because the astringency comes out when it's burnt. Um, I would not recommend eating it like kale chips. Um, just for flavor wise, and I don't know how you would make it, considering if you do, this specific oolong is very tightly wound. So I don't know how you would prepare it without like burning the leaf and like frying it through. I don't know. I mean, that's not the kind of food that would be a mainstay, you know? You could probably eat it as a salad, um, but again, I wouldn't recommend it, just taste wise. Mm. Oh, it's so good. I'm like right now, I'm feeling incredibly happy from this flavor. Ones that have already been in water, roast them if times were tough. Times aren't that tough. Like, I mean, I don't know how that would come out. I don't know because they are roasted, but if you overcook a leaf, it's gonna be bitter. So I would recommend again making it like a seasoning or serving it with something else. If you're going to baste it, have the tea leaves. If like okay, you're making a chicken and you have it on the tray, you have it simmering in the oils, then let the flavor soak into the chicken without eating the actual leaf, because by that point it would be burnt through and it would be no good. You'd get a lot of bitter and astringent flavor. So that I would recommend just getting the flavor out of into the meat. When I use the lapsang souchong as a seasoning, I powder it. Like I grind it, I powder it, and I sprinkle it on, so it adds the smoky flavor, but it doesn't take the mainstay of the dish itself. So it just adds a little bit of what it can add. You still ingest the health properties, but you don't get the full. You don't get like the full bitterness of the burnt leaf. But yeah, like you can absolutely cook with tea. You know, there's so many things that you can do with it. So yeah, I would definitely say roast it with the like treat it like a bay leaf. That is key. There you go. Treat it like a bay leaf. I always tease my mom whenever I have a bay leaf in my soup. It's like she's feeding me lawn clippings, but it's true. Like it's there for flavor. You don't want to eat it. Hmm. Okay, so I'm down to my last sip. Questions, comments, anything you want to talk about? Now is the time. Uh, I only have one sip left, so if you don't speak now, forever hold your peace. Mm. Oh, that's delicious. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Thank you all for joining me. This has been an incredible experience. I'm going to share the link with you guys after I shut down. So definitely, if you get the chance, get one of these satchels. This is extremely delicious. In the meantime, have a great week, a wonderful weekend, and I will see you either tomorrow or next week. Good luck on the contest. Bye, everyone.